So let me ask the question. Do you have purpose in life?
Can you please repeat?
Do you have a purpose in life? So your next question was, what is the purpose? How do I find the purpose in life?
Right.
Right. So you have found a purpose sitting next to you. So is that the purpose?
That was one of the purpose.
Ah.
The purpose of life.
Now your purpose is changed, is it? You are
Yes.
looking for one more person?
Are you?
No, they're looking for a goal.
Huh? So they are confusing with the purpose and aim of life.
Goal, yes.
Okay. What is the difference between purpose and aim?
Can be many, purpose has to be one.
One.
Aim can be many, but purpose has to be one. Understand? Purpose is the direction, aim is the milestone.
Correct.
Correct? So do you have a purpose in life?
Yeah, we have purpose to be happy. Like we want to be happy.
So your question of purpose of life is to be happy. That's all.
Yeah, whatever makes us happy.
Okay. Not only human beings, all animals, all birds, all living beings have only one purpose in life, to be happy. Okay. So how to find the purpose in life? You already found. I want to be happy. That's all. Right? So now the problem is, I'm happy, but still I want something more. That means I'm not happy. There's a movie called Dil Mange More. I want something more. I want more happiness. Right? So what are we looking for? What is the purpose of life then? Happiness, happiness, more happiness, more happiness, more happiness.
Constant happiness, constant state of happiness.
Constant state of happiness. That is called mukti, moksha, liberation. That's the ultimate. I showed you, in the pyramid, the topmost. So that is called spiritual journey. The constant ultimate happiness is called spiritual journey. So now, happiness is the purpose of life for any being. Neither just it's same for donkey or a monkey or for a bird, right? If you get some food, bird will be happy. Then again it gets hungry, it starts looking for something else. So life in general is only searching for happiness. Okay. So your question was, what is the purpose of life? Happiness is the purpose of life. And what kind of happiness? Lot of happiness, infinite happiness, and eternal happiness all the time. Right? Is such thing possible? Practical?
Yeah.
I don't think
We
so.
don't think so. Yeah.
So you don't think so, but there are people who have found it. They are called spiritual masters. Okay. So you say, I don't think so, is because you will not find it if you are looking in the wrong direction. You have to search for something which is in the right direction. Right? If you search for something in the wrong direction, you'll never find it. If you find the source of happiness, you'll be happy. But if you find the symptom of happiness or effect of happiness, you'll never find it. Have you found the source of happiness? So far, you didn't even know that there's something called being in you. It is actually you. So you don't even know you exist. You only think body exists. So all your search, all your endeavor in life is in the wrong direction for happiness. Right? The answer is right. You'll never find it when you are wrongly, your whole thinking is in the wrong direction. Is it possible to find happiness, eternal happiness, bliss, peace? Definitely yes. But the search has to be right search and the right direction. You understand? If you try in the wrong direction, and any amount of search will not give you the result. So happiness, eternal peace is the direction in which all whole life is moving. Right? Not only we, everybody. There's other counterpart to that. What is the counterpart? I don't want suffering also. I may not get happiness, but I don't want suffering. Right? I have a tooth now. How many teeth you have, my dear doctor? 32 or 64?
32.
32, right? Tooth is not giving me happiness, but pain in the tooth, I'll run to the doctor. I don't want suffering. I don't want, if happiness is not there, it's okay, but I don't want suffering. Right? The moment one tooth starts paining, I'll run to the doctor. Why? I don't want suffering. So all life moves towards two things: no suffering and eternal peace and happiness. That's the general direction. That's the purpose of life. Is it clear? Now, that is clear to all of us actually. But the purpose of life will make it into small projects. That project is called aim of life. Right? So what is the aim of life? Okay, I'll study hard. Why? If I study hard, I'll get a good job, a postdoc fellowship. Okay. I'll be happy. Sir, my dear sir, are you happy? You got a postdoc fellow. No. My paper is not published in that journal. No, I publish in journal, but my peer review is not good enough. So life is broken. This small project which gives me happiness. Right? Understand? Now, both of you are doctors and scientists, right? So any amount of finite things can give you infinite. Any amount of finite activities, can it make it infinite?
No.
Huh?
No.
You want infinite happiness, but you have infinite number of finite projects. Will you get that?
No.
So your project is wrong. Your whole direction is correct. You want happiness, infinite happiness. But you want to get that through finite projects, finite projects. Is it possible?
It's not.
So scientifically, you are very clear. Finite cannot add up to infinite. Why are you not clear in life? That clarity is called spiritual life. Clarity. What I am doing, why I am doing, what should I be doing? That's clarity, spiritual life. You have so much of clarity. You are very intelligent people. You are doing research. You know that any amount of finite things cannot add to infinite. So, but you are trying to do some small projects which gives you finite happiness, and you want infinite happiness. Is it possible? Practical?
No, it's not.
Not. So that is the suffering in life, because you are constantly, hopelessly running after infinite happiness through finite projects. That is called samsara, or suffering in life. Are we clear? And the problem with these finite projects is, every time you do a project in the hope of getting happiness, but you end up in suffering. You may end up in suffering. Why? Because I want to get good result. The result may come unfavorable. Then you will get a suffering. So you don't want suffering, but you want happiness. Can you get pure happiness in any project?
We don't know what is pure happiness. Like,
No, I'm saying, whatever. Let's say your outcome, you write everything in paper. So what you want to get published in an international journal. It will give you happiness. Unfortunately, the editorial board decides this paper is not up to the standard. Are you happy?
No.
You are suffering. Our endeavor project is to get happiness, but we get suffering. The counterpart of our life is, I don't want suffering. I want only happiness. Is it possible in life?
Not really.
Huh?
Not really. From whatever we have experienced.
Yeah,
No,
not
no.
the approach that
You are already experienced enough now. You are about 30 years old. and your experience is not good enough to make a judgment clear, you still have some hopes. Honge kamyab ek din, you have still hopes.
Yeah, no, not our approach doesn't work when it comes to.
So you have to understand this approach doesn't work. That's the intelligence, right? That you do in scientific discovery also. No, you try something, then you come up, oh, this doesn't work. Let me try in some other way. There's some other approach. It's called spirituality. Are we clear? So now, no matter what you do, finiteness cannot add to infinite. So it requires a quantum jump. It's a different approach. That different approach is called spiritual life. Right? An incremental thing is not giving me a result. Is there a quantum jump possible? That quantum jump is called spiritual life. Now, don't be under the impression that spiritual life means becoming a monk, wearing a dress, okay, going to some forest, going to the Himalayas, nothing like that. The quantum jump is a clarity of understanding of life. Okay, so this clarity gives us a lot of peace, inner peace. That is the spiritual teaching. Now, the clarity is about what? What clarity we want in life?
About who we are.
There are two things we have required. Who am I and what is world? Because we interact with the world day in and day out. Okay. What is who am I and what is world? And what is changing, what is unchanging? What is stable point in life? So this clarity has to emerge. The reality of the world, reality of me, essence of me, essence of the world. These four clarities, if you get, your mental outlook will change. We are not spirituality, it doesn't mean any physical outlook. Oh, spiritual person is I have to go to a forest, I will become monk. No. It is a mental clarity, mental model has to change. Mental model of viewing the world, mental model of viewing myself, mental model of interacting, that has to change. You understand?
Yeah.
So this shift has to be a fundamental shift in my perspective of life. Okay. So that fundamental shift to happen, perspective of life, you need to get a fresh perspective. Right? You people attend scientific conferences, international conferences, right? Doctors attend conferences. Why?
Yes, sharing of knowledge.
You get a new perspective, new discovery, new knowledge. In your current life, you don't even know human being part. Do you think you'll get new knowledge from your surroundings? You understand? So you go to a conference because in my surroundings, I'm not getting knowledge. In the conference, some new people will come, they'll give me new knowledge. So there should be additional fresh inputs to me. Right? Then my perspective change. That fresh inputs or fresh perspective has to come from a solid science, solid teaching, solid understanding. That is called spiritual science. So I need an additional input. I need a guidance. Right? So which will change my perspective of life, which will change the perspective of myself, which will change my, which will shift my small projects running after one after things to the peace. So that for that I